If non-drug approaches fail after they have been applied consistently, introducing medications may be appropriate when individuals have severe symptoms or have the potential to harm themselves or others.
In discussing medications with families, there's a broad array of possibilities. So my approach is first off to see what medications they are already taking and make sure that those are not working against the dementia process. So there's a whole list of medications. Fortunately, most of them now have gone by the wayside, but some older medications that have side effects that can actually mimic dementia or make it worse. And then there's the approach to using medications to try to treat the symptoms of dementia, whether it's the memory loss, and we have some modest benefit from some medications there, or some of the behavioral or psychological symptoms, and when other measures have fallen short.
Dad has been on the medication Aricept for quite a while, and one of the things that we wanted to do is help him stay with us as long as possible in a meaningful way for him. It's been suggested more than once that we have a look at that medication. Should we leave him on it? Should we take him off of it? And it's always really, really difficult, and as a family we always talk about it, and some of our barometers are, does he still know us? Does he still enjoy going out with us? I believe we've had a really good outcome from him being on it, and wouldn't want to change anything until I felt like it was absolutely doing nothing for him anymore. Medications that I am concerned about or I suggest not being used or be cautious about have to do with a number of over-the-counter medications, particularly things that people might use for sleep or for allergies, things like Gravol or Benadryl or Nitol. And all these things, it's not quite well known, but they have what we call anticholinergic side effects, which can worsen confusion. There are a number of other medications that most physicians know about that shouldn't really be used in dementia. Some of the strong painkillers, for example, some of the anti-inflammatories and things like this. Again, all for discussion with one's physician.
She did get badly depressed and a lot of anxiety. So those were the things we had to look after. We had to go onto medications, which did work. And we changed medications a few times, but with the help of a good doctor, we solved most of the problem.
Sometimes when safety is in question, when someone's health is at risk, or the caregiver's safety is at risk, we do look to medications.
It is important to remember that they are not to blame or behaving badly. Their symptoms may be a direct result of changes in their brain or because of a general health problem, such as discomfort caused by pain or infection. The underlying principle is that behavioral and psychological symptoms should be seen as a sign of distress or an attempt to communicate an unmet need.
For a short period of time, Mel went through paranoia before he got onto the medication. And he got up one afternoon from having his afternoon nap, and he rushed out and found me sitting in the sunroom, and he said, "Somebody's trying to break into the house. I just saw somebody running across the back lawn here." And I said, "Oh, did you?" I said, "Well, that's interesting. I didn't," which was the worst thing I could have said. He said, "Well, didn't you see him? He was there." I said, "Well, take me back to the bedroom and show me." So he did, and I knew that this is what was happening. And this happened more and more over a period of probably about a week. So I knew I couldn't sort of handle this because it was happening more and more every day, and he was getting very upset about it, and consequently I was as well, because I couldn't quite handle him the same way. And so I made an appointment to see the doctor earlier than what had been for my appointment that was prescribed. And we went in, and so was put on this medication, which really helped. It's just stopped him from being anxious. It didn't dope him up, and he was still himself as much as he could be at that time.
I was trying to work with him so that if he wanted to do something, I would work with him. And that just didn't work out. I think it's time now that we do an intervention with the doctor and get him put on some meds that will give him a better quality of life and then calm him down.